Hiya guys, welcome to what is a very rainy November 6th, 2022. Today we're going to go over the very first Elizabeth line service that uses the Stratford portal, so check it out. And today we'll be starting our journey from here, Chapel Heath. Outside Chapel Heath station you can see the Ilford and West Essex Model Railway Club, who meet here on the regular. Now, the very first train to leave Chapel Heath today is the 0728 to Paddington, and it's formed a 345031. By the time we got down to the platform it was running 1 minute down. And as you can see here, TfL have still got their work cut out. They've got a lot of signs to replace and update with the new ones with the direct line running instead. Whilst waiting for our Elizabeth line service, we caught a glimpse of this. It's a London Overground train that works between Rumford and Upminster, coming into service out from the depot at Ilford. But here comes our train, as I said earlier, 345031, bound for Paddington. And this will be the first train ever to use the new portals at Stratford in public service. Leaving Chapel Heath, we're now joined by the group of enthusiasts that we've now learned to expect on all of the first services on the Elizabeth line. As you can see, the front of the train is particularly busy. And here we are at Stratford, the stop before the brand new tunnel portals that we're about to use. Again, a lot more enthusiasts join the service, ready to depart on the very first train down those new portals. So I'm just going to leave the video to run now so you can see the very first public service to use those portals.
This is the train to Paddington.
I know, I was going to say there's a few people here who this is a...
Next station, Whitechapel.
Yeah.
Changeful, District, Hammersmith and City, and London Overground. Change here, trains to Reading and Heathrow Airport.
So have you done this Whitechapel?
The Whitechapel when it was on Liverpool Street. Whitechapel is that okay? That's even key.
Yes, yeah, no, it was a bit frustrating. We thought this was I've gone the right way. That's the main thing. A bit embarrassing if we did.
But that was it. That's the first train now down the portal, and we're now arriving at Whitechapel. As you can see here, we even have our Elizabeth line go.
I didn't know anything about it, but anyway, there we go. If you want. Yeah. We'll change plans again.
Liverpool Street. This is the train to Paddington.
And that was the end of the line for this service from Shenfield, finishing here at Paddington. At Paddington we're going to join the platform and await the next service, which is a train out to Heathrow Terminal 4, but we're going to alight this train at Ealing Broadway. Well done, Paddington. You guys have the correct map shown. And going back in the opposite direction, you can clearly see here that they have trains now to Shenfield and Abbeywood. So both branches are now using the core section.
If you're traveling to Abbeywood, please wait for the next train, which is in 6 minutes.
And here is our train, the next service for Heathrow Terminal 4. We're going to take this train and alight at Ealing Broadway.
Which service you'll go on top of this platform, pass time is 8:17. 8:17 pass time, thank you. Thank you.
And as these doors close, this train will be one of the first services to emerge from the other tunnel portal at the other end, just outside Paddington, as we'll see in a second. As we look outside the window on the left hand side of the train, we can see an emerging Hammersmith and City Line service, with the train bound for Hammersmith.
Yeah, no, it's alright now, yeah, I'm just to yeah, I didn't step out because it's pissing it down.
The station we're now passing through is Westbourne Park. The Elizabeth line does not serve this station. And here we are at Ealing Broadway, just to watch that service now depart on its way to Heathrow Terminal 4. This is where we separate ways. Also sharing the tracks with the Elizabeth line is the Great Western Railway's commuter services out to places like Didcot Parkway. It's good to see that Great Western will be retaining these services into the future. Ealing Broadway has become somewhat of a transport hub between the west to east of London, now with 3 different lines crossing London from here west to east, all serving quite similar areas. Here we have a board for the Central line, which is also serving Oxford Circus, Tottenham Court Road, St Paul's, all those areas, and we have the District line, serving all of the destinations along the north bank of the River Thames. Both the Central line and the District line meet up again later on in their journeys at Mile End, where they separate out, with the Central line taking a more northeasterly direction, with the District line taking an easterly direction only as far as Upminster.
I mean, you know,
But for today we're going to take another Elizabeth line service back towards Chapel Heath. Again we'll be changing at Paddington.
Yes, yes, yes.
And this again is one of the first Elizabeth line trains taking that western portal to the underground Elizabeth line platforms at Paddington itself. Again, I'll just let this part of the video play out so you can see what it looks like.
Like an electronic thing, or does it just a mechanical? It just don't hold, yeah. Do you kind of just flip it down? Yeah. I've slipped on one of those. They're very good actually, I thought, because they're long enough.
And here we are at Paddington again, with the correct map shown in the easterly direction as well. So well done, Paddington. The train now departing is the one we've just alighted, going to Abbey Wood. We're changing here for the next service to Shenfield. And now safely on board, you can see this train is to Shenfield via Stratford. For those passengers joining the train at Liverpool Street, they'll now need to use the underground platforms for the Elizabeth line instead of the ones upstairs. This is for stations between Liverpool Street and Shenfield.
Next station, Whitechapel.
Those same passengers can now welcome an additional stop at Whitechapel, which is a very handy interchange for the north and southbound services on the London Overground. This is also another place that we meet the District line.
Central, Jubilee, London Overground lines, DLR, and National Rail Services.
This train's now about to emerge back out of the portal at Stratford, where we're greeted with a Docklands Light Railway service also on its way to Stratford. As I let this video play out, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. If you've liked what you see, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the like button as well. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Next station, Stratford. Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Oh no,